Welcome to Adventures in Stock Trading. My name is James, and today is Monday, January 7th, 6:34 a.m. Let's take a look at the markets. So on Friday, we had a pretty strong move. Everything seemed to go, and there was lots of volume. Right now, you can see the futures. The S&P futures are red, NASDAQ and the Dow all red, not by much. I saw them last night and they were up as high as 200 and something at one point, and then they slowly came down. I saw that the Asian markets were up strong as well, so it's hard to tell what we might get here for the rest of the day. Hopefully we'll get a gap down, open into buying. That's what I would like to see. Taking a look at the indexes, we won't worry about the Dow, the S&P here. You can see what we did since October. We dropped down into the into this big channel / big bear flag kind of pattern, and then we broke down from that, and now we bounced off this lower support. I'll show you what I have here for lower support. If I zoom way out, this support goes all the way back to 2008. It doesn't go back that far there. I go to the weekly and I'll show you there. This is all the way back to 2009. The financial crisis, 2008, 2009. That's the bottom was put in, and the support runs all the way up to here, and that's where we kind of stopped. Very close to that are the 200 week moving average. So we're kind of bouncing off that area. That's the significant part. And volume came in really good on Friday. So hopefully this little pattern here, it's kind of a bounce, V bottom, bounce off the bottom into like a bull flag. And then the reaction on Friday, which was really, really strong. I'm hoping we see follow through, but we hit this area now too, which is a resistance point, and that's from back here earlier in 2018, earlier in 2018 when we dropped down and got really rough earlier in the year. So all of this, that's the bottom there, and that's where we've hit now. So that might be why the futures are kind of getting a bit knocked down. We'll see if we can open and maybe consolidate on the 5-minute chart or something, and then break out of there. We'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, to me, it looks like the market should begin to climb. I think we're going to be able to climb up off of this bottom, out of this choppy period, and try to get some upside again. That's kind of what it looks like to me. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but that's kind of what it looks like. Even though the futures are down, I'm hoping for a gap down into buy. Let's look at my daily chart. So I bought Netflix on Friday out of this kind of falling wedge, descending channel kind of pattern. I'll show you. I bought it down in here on this day. I had been buying at different times because I saw different patterns. I saw a symmetrical triangle. I saw a falling wedge all inside of here. And it just didn't go, but it finally went on Friday. So I got in that day, and I got all that move on Friday. Right now, I wouldn't buy it. It's moved up too much. It has to consolidate again before you would buy it again. But I'll keep watching it, and I'll keep showing on here what I'm seeing, what it's doing. I also have this one, Tandem Diabetics. This is a ascending triangle right here. All of this. And the breakout is this level. I believe that's the high point. Let's get over here. The high here, 38.89. Of course, you want really big volume. I have a little spreadsheet that I use to track the volume through the day, see how big it is, and kind of measure what the overall volume on the day would be given where we are at that point in the day. That's a custom-made tool that I have. I'll probably show it to you sometime. And I have this one, Square. These ones are like, I've gone through a lot of charts. Usually at night I go through tons and tons and tons and tons of charts. I have a whole bunch of lists built into this program, and I just look at the charts first, and then I look at the company. These are like the best patterns that I found so far. Netflix was the first one, and Netflix might have been one of the first stocks to move up out of this downturn that we've been in. But so Netflix, Tandem, and then I've got Square. This is a big falling wedge. Square tried to go on Friday, but couldn't quite make it. So a breakout from there, I have it at 59.50. That might actually be different once we open, because the bar would have moved down, the line should be moved down. But yeah, right around 59.50, maybe a bit lower than that. And then I found this guy over the weekend, Palo Alto Networks. Again, a nice drop into an ascending triangle. I actually love that pattern. I've seen it work out many times. And if we're going to get some upside here, this could be really good. So Palo Alto Networks, you see that ascending triangle right here. After a nice decline into an ascending triangle. That's really nice. So that would be, the breakout on that would be 192.80. But yeah, that should take a little bit more time to build though. It needs to get up closer to the line before it can actually break out. So the other thing I wanted to mention here is the McClellan oscillator, which is a pretty good measurement of whether we're overbought or we're oversold. This measures the NASDAQ, but still pretty good. And this right here has us at plus 60. See there it says McClellan oscillator. McClellan oscillator 60. And you can see on the graph here how it's way up there. This should be overbought at 40. We're at 60. So the market might go right into a consolidation here. It doesn't have to. This does not determine the direction of the market. It only measures what the market's done already. But it's suggesting that we should pull back a little bit and maybe consolidate. So we'll see what happens. The next video I do should be Tuesday morning, I believe. But yeah, if you want to put Tandem or Square or Palo Alto in your list, take a look, see what happens. That'd be great. You can follow along with me. That's it for now. See you next time.